Hi, I'm Steve Shelley, and I just want to share with you here something that I think that every hunter should have in their backpack. Now, as hunters, we spend a lot of money on our equipment. I mean, from clothing that we wear, some of the top of the line stuff out there. Like right now, I'm in my shed, I'm looking outside, it's kind of cool out, it's raining, a lot of money into this jacket, a lot of money in these pants, a lot of money in these top of the line Mendel boots that I wear. Even our backpacks. I like to go with what's really one of the best out there, and that pack is the Tenzing pack. Great backpack, probably been the best fanny pack that I've ever owned, and I prefer a fanny pack because I hate something up against my back. I've actually missed shots before when I had to hurry up and get down in prone position. I had a backpack hit me in the back of the head, couldn't move my neck. So I went really to a fanny pack, and really because I sweat a lot too when I hunt, so I don't like something tucked up against my back. But here's the thing, we spend a lot of money on our equipment, but what do we do once we get the animal down? Now, yesterday I was about 200 miles north of where I live here in Helena, Montana. I was hunting kind of up in the breaks of Montana, and I found this buck about a mile from the truck. Now, I'm by myself. Now, this guy, you can see his neck, pretty darn big, around neck. He had a huge body on him, all right? So, I'm by myself. What am I going to do now that I got him on the ground? Well, I have tried dragging deer out before, and part of what I had to drag him across was some really soft terrain and a lot of resistance. It's terrible. I mean, I hunted the same spot with my son last year, and we did drag a nice buck out of there, almost the same distance. And with two of us, it nearly killed me. I had to stop. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. So for years, I've been looking for what is the best way to get an animal out, especially like yesterday when I'm by myself. Well, what I have found, and I found this online, it's called the First Pack. Now you see that I just took this out of my fanny pack. In my fanny pack, I keep all my essential gear, my survival equipment, warm clothes. Pretty much I try to keep it to a minimum of 20 pounds. My water bottle, all that's in there, my knives, everything I need, I keep my fanny pack. Well, I also have my game bags, and I kept this in there too. And I found this online at a website called firstpack.com. And it's made by a gentleman named John Keel. John is an elk hunter. He's been avid elk hunting for probably the past 30 plus years. I know he's killed over 27 elk with the bow. And I was looking for a way to get an animal out the easiest, and coming up with a lot of ideas. Every time I drag a deer or haul an elk out, I'm thinking, gosh, there's got to be a better way, especially when I'm a mile from the truck. Now I got to walk a mile back to the truck, right? Get my pack frame and come back and get this animal. Well, I found this online. It's just really, it's a game bag, and it's made out of a really tough material. It folds up really small. It comes in its own little pouch. I mean, this thing will even fit on in your hip pocket, your coat pocket, wherever. You don't have to have a fanny pack. But when I got this big boy down, I sat down and I pulled out a little ground cloth that I keep in here. Actually, it's right in here. It's just parachute cord or parachute material, and folds up tiny. But I laid it out. I quartered him up and I deboned him out. And here he is right in here in these packs, okay? This is this buck right here in these two bags. And there's probably a good 80 pounds of meat here. I haven't weighed it, but I did carry it last night, and I tell you, there's a good 80 pounds of meat here. So here he is. He's all boned out in here. And what I did was take out my first pack. I loaded all this meat into my first pack, okay? I put my fanny pack back on, and then I was able to take all this meat, load it in there, put the pack on top of my fanny pack, and you want to adjust the straps. I learned this last night. You don't want it hanging back on you. You want it nice and tight against you. But actually, this pack on the bottom here rested on the top of my fanny pack, which put a lot of weight on my hips, let alone on my shoulders. So literally when I came out last night, about a mile, it was in the dark by the time I got to the truck, I was hauling from my fanny pack to my rifle, this, and I caped him out because I'm going to give the cape to our taxidermist. I probably just do a Euro mount on him, but I was probably hauling over 100 pounds in that mile walk back, which is, you know, a little bit over half my body weight. But I tell you what, this pack right here, shot an elk at the end of archery season. John on firstpackout.com, he's got game bags that got grommets in them, very similar in size, that you can take and tie it right onto a frame pack. So I actually carry several of those too, but I used that. Actually, we took horses in to get my elk, but all the excess meat, the back straps, the neck meat, I put in the game bag, tied it to the saddle while we just put the quarters in the panniers on the side. So I'm telling you, every hunter needs to have one of these. They just pack up so small it folds right back up. Now I'm going to throw this in the wash machine. As you can see, my hunting clothes are bloody. That's from boning them out and stuff. But I'll throw this right in the wash machine with them. I'll fold it back up. I'll put it back in this little bag that it comes with. And guess what? My next trip out, I still got a cow B tag for elk. If I get a cow elk, I don't care if she's a quarter mile from the truck. I am not bringing that animal back whole. I see whole animals in the back of the truck all the time, and I wonder how people, you know, go through such effort to get it there. But I'm telling you what, go to firstpackout.com. I believe they're somewhere around $50, $60 for one of these, but they are worth their weight in gold. I mean, I'll spend $300 on a pair of boots, but when I shoot the animal, now I got to get them back. Well, this is $50 to $60 very well spent. So go find John, give him a call. I keep harassing him. His website's not the best for ordering online, and he is working on that. But call his number, order one of these, and I'll tell you what, I bought 6 of these. So my kids have them. I got 2 teenage boys that hunt with me. I've got some other hunting partners. I make sure they have this in their pack because, for example, yesterday if I would have had another partner with me, we both would have brought that out whole. I know if we were to shoot actually a friend of mine, I gave one of these. He shot a nice raghorn bull in archery season. He packed out 80 pounds, his first pack. A couple guys showed up with their frames. They went back in and brought the rest of it back out. Well, he also had a B tag, and he ended up shooting a small cow elk here a couple weeks ago. He brought all of her out in one pack. He had another guy there to help him, but he got the majority of the meat inside of this when he boned it out. The other guy took a quarter with him, and they brought that cow off that hill with one shot. Well, if they didn't have that, they'd have to go back to the truck, get their frame packs, and then go all the way back, and they would struggle, you know, carrying a quarter or whatever. This, I'm telling you, is worth its weight in gold for every hunter. I don't care if you're hunting whitetail in the south. You know, you guys shoot some big deer down in the Midwestern states. You got to haul that thing, drag it back. Forget game carts. Game carts to me, unless you got a road to go down, are worthless. And my frame pack is way back in the truck. I'm going to take out as much as I can with something that fits in the size of this. And I'm going to tell you what, you cannot rip this thing. All right, it is absolutely, the way that they made it is almost indestructible. So go to firstpackout.com, give my friend John a call, and buy one not only for yourself, but buy it for all your hunting partners, so you guys can all get that elk out or that deer, or he's even got turkey packs on there. Get it all out in one shot, and like I said, repeated. It's worth its weight in gold. Thanks.